One moment. There's a button that I'll need to click in a moment. Okay, great. Back to my screen. Full screen so I can see you better. Here we go. Sorry. Let's start off with a little bit of Shinkoku breathing. So let's really expand our torso. Inhale, out, compress everything. You can even tighten your abs. Again, expansion, compression. One more, expansion. And palms together. And I recommend closing the eyes. Expand through the chest still. Expand out through the arms, which in turn compress into each other then through the palms. And I'll give you a verbal cue when it's time to open the eyes and bow in. Let's breathe deeply. Try to stretch the shoulders down and the neck up. Right, all right, let's bow in. Shoulder knee. There. Right. Onegaishimasu. Right, let's warm up a little bit. Inside. Outside again. To the hips, lower back. And reaching towards the toes. Just move the muscles. Don't need to do deep stretches, just kind of warming up the body. Stretch up and turn. Other side. This time lean back a little bit and stretch to the side. Other side. I reach to the toes again, towards the toes, that is. Legs wide. Outside of legs too. Outside of your limbs is the yang side. Inside of your limbs is the yin side. We want to stimulate both. And then reach towards the toes on the one leg. Other side. High and down the center. All right, and let's stretch backwards. Turning back. Really lower the chest and open the chest. Other side. Take the chest all the way as close to the floor as you can get it. Right, and down the center again. And feet together. Just generate some movement. And when you're ready, bring the feet a little bit closer to yourself. And pull your center down towards your feet. Try to keep the chest open. If you like, you can push the elbows into the legs to open them more. Right, okay, and then push down on the one leg to open the rib cage. Other side. And let's loosen the ankles. Circular motion. Other way. And alternate directions. Right, and stretch the toes. Other way. Now lengthen the toes. Open the toes. Wiggle them. Right, and then massage. Just let your body weight drop through your thumbs. You don't have to squeeze with your hands. Just instead, drop your weight into these points. Right, and pounding. Shake it out. Other side, circular motion. Other way. And both ways. Right, and stretch the toes. Other way. Lengthen them. Right, open them up. Right, and then drop into the points massage. Right, and pounding. Shake it out. All right, let's go on our stomach. And raise your upper body. And to the one side, stretch. Maybe this is called cobra, I'm not sure. And then alternate side to side. Right, and child's pose-ish. By the way, I'm not versed in yoga. I'm not a yoga expert, so I might be doing some things differently. So let's go up to our version of downward dog. And then lift one foot, stretch it way out. Keep your head low. Right, other foot. All right, let's drop down. The kids in kids class call this one salamander, like a gecko, right? So the left hand is almost next to the left foot, and we drop the hips. Don't keep the hips up. Drop the hips. Should feel great against on the lower back. Then switch. And the right hand is right next to the right foot. Drop the hips. All right. And back to the feet together. And this is kids class frog hop. But we're not going to hop. We just look like a frog. Right, and up. And let's circle with the knees. Other way. And alternate. Right, bend the knees and touch towards the floor. Bend the knees again, towards the floor. Then toes out, knees out. And down to frog again. Open the chest. If you like, you can push the legs out. It's a nice stretch for the adductors. And when you stand back up, if you want, there's a bonus waiting here. You can get a nice Nikkyo-ish stretch. Nikkyo and kotegaeshi as you stand back up. Bend again. Touch toes again. Feet at toes out. And one more time, this one, frog. Up again. Legs wide, bending the one knee. Other knee. Drop the shoulder. Other shoulder. And alternate. Drop the shoulder each time. Push your arms into your knees. As they bend, you get a great stretch in your back. All the way down. Other side. Again. And again. Back up, and this time remaining on the center line. Drop the shoulder and drop the other shoulder. Alternate. Hey, all right. Let's scoop up the air, push it up. Again. And again. Hands up one more time, and this time we're gonna put them like this. Okay, up over the head. This also might be from yoga. Mata Sensei always does this one. It's wonderful. So I'll take a step forward, shift the weight onto that forward leg, and then stretch to the outside and stretch the hands up. I'll give you a side view. Now the other foot forward. You stretch out and to the outside. Again, other foot. And one more. Okay, and then let's twist our wrists since we don't have other people to do it. So, ikkyo, other side. And this one, what would this be? Other hand. Alright, kotegaishi. Other hand. And sankyo. Other hand. And then this one. Other hand. Other hand again. And switch again. Great. Let me click something on my computer here to see more. There we go. Okay, then shake them out. Again. Big one this time. All the way down. Couple more. Every time stretch up and then compress into your abs. Compress your center. Now expand outward. Very nice. All right. And the rowing exercise. Let's take advantage of this Zoom era. Oftentimes in the dojo, we don't pay so much attention to details, but on Zoom, it really lends itself well to it. So the back foot, not 90 degrees, not straight, but about 65 degrees. And the front foot, let's take it 4 foot lengths in front of the other. So count them out literally, you know, really be picky. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're in hammi. Not this, but this. Not shomen, but hammi. And hammi, back foot is about 65 degrees. That places the upper body at about 45 degrees. Okay, so maintain that. The center line now has shifted. Slightly, hasn't it? So we're really moving forward from here. All right, so I'm talking to a lot of experienced people here. You may already know all that. One of the big things that I've been working on, especially during Zoom, is to keep the shoulders down. Imagine feeling space, feeling air bubbles between your ears and shoulders. Anyway, here we go. Hey ho, 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 hey ho. Okay, now the left foot, slightly out, 65 degrees-ish. And the front foot, 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably bigger than you're used to. We oftentimes get lazy. One more point. Don't hide your back heel behind your front foot, okay? It shouldn't be like that. If you're on the center line, most of us, we have our center line leading right up to the Zoom camera. So it's kind of easy to figure out. So you should be able, if you get your pants leg out of the way, you should be able to see your back heel. If you can't, then you need to move it over. Okay, so here we go. Shoulders down, chest expanded. A ho, 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 a ho. I expand, inhale, let it out, again, and again. Okay, so let's review what we did last week. And let's start off with the shoto, the short sword. And if you don't have a short sword, you can use any substitute. Okay. And let me check one more thing, see if I can change this. Nope. All right. Okay. So for those of you who've been coming to lots of my classes, bear with me, but I'm sure you can find things to work on, such as posture and shoulders. But I want to review. And somehow this camera, there we go. So what we've been working on is 3 basic kinds of work. We're calling them ABC. So very imaginative. And within those ABC, we're looking at two of the turning styles. Well, there's 3 turning styles really. 2 of them are very similar. Tenshin and Tenkan. So maybe all of us know Tenkan at this point. Tenkan is, the books tell us 180, but the human body is more like 135 or so. But anyway, as you like, and Numata Sensei's style tells us that we're moving to about here for Tenkan, okay? In fact, even less he does. So either way, if you want to stick with 180, that's okay too. So there's Tenkan that most of us are familiar with, or all of us. And then there's Tenshin. Tenshin, 45 degree turn. That's all. We move the back foot, just like Tenkan, we move the back foot, but this time only 45 degrees. And then, of course, we're calling it Zengo Giri, a pivot, I call it in English, where we leave our feet in place and we slide them along the surface. A lot of times at the end of a turn like this, people find that they're like this, like they're doing ballet and don't mean to be. And this, of course, is a problem. It's not nearly as stable as this. So it's very, very basic, but possibly something that we've overlooked even at Yudansha level. Instead of just leaving the feet and turning the body, we want to slide the feet. So we start with the back heel, take it over the center line. The front ball of the foot, the toes, take them over the line. Toes on the other one, and then the heel on the back one. And if we embody this, if we get our bodies to remember this and do this automatically, if we take this on as a reflex, then it'd become more and more natural. Anyway, always starting with the heel of the back foot, toe of the front foot, toe of the new front foot, heel of the new back foot. So try that a few times. And I know the people who have been training with me a while have been doing this a lot, but I'm still finding it very valuable. If you're very comfortable with this, then try it and work on your expansion of your chest. Okay, you need more mental stimulation or challenge. Okay, so the shoulders are down, chest is expanded, because a lot of times we end up doing this. Okay, anyway, review for some of you, new for others of you. We're going to start with the right foot forward, shoto in the right hand. We'll step forward with the left, and then tenshin with this back one. Okay, and at the same time, we're going to do a strike, kesak. So forward, tenshin with kesagiri. Then shift the body to seigangamai. Come through, pivot, switch the shoto to the other hand, and kesak. Then let's switch left foot forward. Again, we want to be able to see that back heel. Left foot forward. We step with the right and then tenshin. Okay, and pull the neck up and the shoulders down. Then into seigangamai. Engage the whole body. Step forward, pivot, switch the shoto to the other hand, cut kesagiri. Okay, continue on your own. I'll continue a little bit, and then I'll come closer to the screen to see. Nice ingo. Good, continue. Nice ingo. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Yeah. Oh, not bad. Not bad. Okay, ingo. I think your intuition, you didn't trust your intuition maybe. It looked like it was going to be perfect, and then you kind of adapted it, and so it was almost perfect. So you got here, and then I can't really remember what you did, but you almost stepped forward into this correct movement, and then somehow you changed it. But anyway, once you're here in this tenshin, this back feet usually want to go forward, right? So you were right. Looked like you were about to do that. There you go. Now, pivot, leave your feet where they are and turn. Switch the shoto to the other hand and cut down. I think so. I have to get a better screen. Okay. So then if we have the left foot forward and we're holding the shoto in our left hand, we step forward with the right and tenshin. Yes, beautiful. Okay, and lower the sword. Yeah. Good. Now switch to the other hand. Yeah. Okay. Then you want this switch to happen when it's over your head. Yes. Okay. And I'll go through it one more time with you, Ingo, and then I'll pay attention to the others. So now I've got my right foot forward, holding shoto in my right hand. We step forward with the left, tenshin. Step through with the right. We leave the feet and turn, and over our head, we switch to the other hand, and we cut down. Yes, yes, good. On your own, let me get a better view of, it's looking good. Yeah. Cliff, Moritz, Thomas, wow. Thomas Petrie, Cliff, and Moritz, you look like pros at this. Which, yeah, you've been training hard through this. Beautiful, Cliff. And let me check in on Thomas Kristaller. Let's go to gallery view. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Nice, nice, Thomas Sensei. Yes, yes, yes. Let's switch to the other hand. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, and what this shows us is Shihonage. I'm sure that, well, not even sure. Moritz, Cliff, and Thomas Petrie have been doing this for a while, so you already know that. But Thomas Sensei and Ingo, it's always hard on Zoom to figure out where's our partner, who's our partner, what's going on between us. So now we're going to do it a little bit more. We're going to imagine that it's almost like the shoto is the marker. This is the hand that's being grabbed, okay? And they're going to come to us gyaku hammi. And so, in other words, my imaginary partner is going to grab my wrist with my right wrist with their left hand. So I step forward and tenshin. And that way, the momentum takes my partner over to here, doesn't it? I step through. My partner is still over here, remember? I pivot, and I grab their wrist, don't I? And I cut down, or I throw. All right? Or if I'm holding my sword in my left hand, then partner comes to grab it with their right hand. I step forward, tenshin. This sort of ricochets my partner over to here. I step forward under their arm, grab it, and throw. Yeah. So, and since we're holding shoto with one hand, it's a really nice way to explore katate dori shihonage with a partner. So continue on your own a bit. I'll continue on my own a little bit too, and then I'll get a closer look at you guys and tune in. And the more advanced people who are used to this, make sure that when your hands go down, the neck stretches up. Beautiful, Moritz. Yeah. Yeah. Nice, Thomas Sensei. Exactly. Uh-huh. Okay. And then let's take it into B pattern. Yeah, the people who are comfortable with the footwork, let me remind you, I see some of you already doing it anyway, but I'll remind you about sorry, this wasn't it. I'll remind you about the transition between hammi body and shomen body. So Thomas Petrie and Moritz and Cliff, just a reminder, I think you're already working on it, but this is where the really profound stuff happens when you're switching between shomen body, hammi body, and then later irimi body. Really, really interesting stuff happens in here. So let's move on to B pattern. So if I hold the shoto in the right hand with the right foot forward, stepping forward with the left, and then tenkang. So not tenshin, but tenkang. Almost 180 degrees. And then forward foot steps back, Switch the hands and cut. I'll do it on the other side. Left foot forward. Step forward with the right. Cut kesa into tenkan. Forward footsteps back. And we're in Shomen body, by the way. We pivot 180. Shomen body to Hamne body on the cut. Let me back up a little bit. Again, a lot of review in the last lesson and this lesson for you people who've been training with me regularly, but it bears repeating. So we have, it's really, really valuable to think of the body placement and the center line, where the center line is. So when we're doing shomen, when we're doing shomen cuts, yeah, the body is in shomen. This back heel is up, both feet are parallel, and this puts the body straight towards the camera or towards our partner. And then when we do kesagiri, yokomanuchi, right? Numata Sensei always says you cut with your feet. You cut with your feet. So this back heel drops on the cut. Eight. Okay? And actually there's a little bit more happening mechanically with that cut. But anyway, now my center line has shifted over here, hasn't it? It was here, now it's here. And when we do irimi, back foot is 90 degrees. Center line is here. We use this when there's a sword coming at us, don't we? A lot of black belts here in the call, so everybody knows that we get our body out of the way. So valuable and interesting to think of what the body does on these cuts and where the center line goes across the body. So let's go back to this B pattern of footwork. Right hand, right foot, step forward, and then on tenkan I'm doing kesagiri. Front foot comes back and we're in shomen body. And then pivot, shomen body, and drop into kesa with hammi body. Okay, and for Ingo and for Thomas Sensei, since this footwork is kind of, at least in this context, it's kind of new, don't worry too much right now about hammi body, shomen body, himi body. Just get the body to memorize the footwork. So, what am I at? Right foot? Let's do right foot forward. Step, tenkan. Front foot comes back, and we're in seigan gamai, shomen body. Pivot, 180, switch to the other hand, and cut. Kesa. Very nice, Ingo. Yeah. Yeah, now left foot forward, and shota's in the left hand. We step, tenkan. Front foot comes back into shomen body. And we're in seigan gamai. The pivot, switch hand, cut. Just a couple more, and then I'll stop and watch a little bit more closely. Looks very good, very good, very good. Yes. Yes. Very nice. Yes, yes, Thomas Sensei, nice. Beautiful. Yes, exactly. So whenever we switch the hand, take the shoto in the other hand. This is symbolizing grabbing our partner's wrist. And then the cut, of course, is a throw. Let's take a look at that last cut and throw with A and B. I'll stay with B since that's what we're on right now anyway. Cut, here, switch, here. Okay, so we're on Zoom. We don't have a partner, so it's easy to have really great alignment. When we have a partner, a lot of this stuff falls apart. So especially even on this throw for such a simple technique as Shihonage, we oftentimes move here, or we like really overbend our knee. But remember that, we cut or we throw, it's the same thing. Then as they start to go down actually to the mat, then sometimes this slides over, we bend here, maybe the knee does overbend, but anyway. So, all right, nice Moritz. Yeah, good. Beautiful Moritz, yeah. Yeah. Nice, Cliff. Yeah. And then one more thing. Cliff just reminded me actually. We come forward and we cut Kesa into here, here, here. What we want is for the sword to, especially that first cut, it's very tempting, and especially when we're just holding a sword with one hand, it's very tempting to cut out here. But when we have a partner, you might notice, you might remember from the days when we had a partner that it doesn't go so well when we do this. First of all, we leave ourselves open if the person were to strike. And secondly, we're not connected so much center to center. So remember, whether you've got a partner or just a sword, yeah, Cliff, beautiful. This is keisagiri. Keisagiri is the width of a human being, as gruesome as that sounds. Okay, and so then that keeps it connected to your center. And if somebody were grabbing your wrist, that's what you would want, to be able to move them from your center. Nice, Moritz. Oh, yes. Let's check the time here. Okay. All right. Let's switch to pattern C, and we'll keep the shoto. I have a feeling we'll move on to bokken, but let's keep the shoto for now. So pattern C is almost like pattern B. We step, tenkang, and then we keep our feet there and continue turning and kiriage. Other side, left foot forward, shoto in the left hand, step, tenkang, and kesa. Then I leave my feet there. And kiriage, an upward cut. Kiri, cut, age, to rise. Right hand, right foot. Step, tenkang. Move your feet along the surface and cut up. Yes, nice, Cliff. Left hand. Here, tenkang. Here. Yeah. Good, Ingo. Yeah. Then leave your, yeah, almost, Ingo. So the beginning is perfect. Let's see. Okay, you've got shoto on the right hand. Let's put the right hand and then the right foot forward. So if memory serves, I think you did the beginning correctly. You stepped forward and you did tenkang. Now, it's so simple that it's difficult. Leave your feet right there. Let them slide along the surface of the floor as you cut upward. No extra points for extra steps. So So then if we do left foot forward and left hand holding the shoto, we step and tenkang. Yes, now don't take any steps, Ingo. Leave your feet right there. Yes, 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 yes. Beautiful, beautiful. And the people who are used to this footwork, reminder, make sure that this kiriage goes from the hips, originates from the hips. When we first are learning so much and when, thinking about where do we put our feet, it's very easy for us to do this, cutting with our arms. We should never cut with our arms. We should be cutting with the legs and the hips. Nice, Ingo. Yeah. Oh, there it is, Ingo. Yeah. Yeah. Nice, Thomas. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, good. Beautiful, Thomas Petrie. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Really nice. Wow, Moritz. Beautiful. Yeah. Okay, and we have people with all different levels of familiarity with the mechanics of the footwork. People coming in for the first day with me, and then on the other side of the spectrum, Moritz and Thomas Petrie and Cliff training with me a long time. So, but for everybody, at some point, when you're ready, we're going to put all of these together and make it more fluid. So, here, right? And what we want to be careful of is that we don't cut any corners. We don't take the easy way. So, for example, we cut kesa fully, mindfully, fully, before we go into kiriage. And Moritz, you're doing this beautifully. But this is what made me think of it, because I saw Moritz is getting more and more and more fluid with this. What happens oftentimes is that people study, and then when they're ready to put everything together and become more fluid, they end up kind of cutting corners, not doing any of the movements properly, really. So we want each movement to be complete and full and defined, and then into the next. So even if it becomes more fluid, it's all there. There's nothing omitted. Anyway, I got excited about that. Let's do just a little bit more. Up to you, how fast or how fluid. Complete movements all strung together. Yeah, Moritz. Nice, Thomas Petrie. Yeah. Thomas Sensei, very beautiful. Yeah. Okay, now let's not move with this. Let me think for a moment. Yeah, let's switch to the Jo. And we're just going to use this Jo as our uke. And one day, I know that you were there, Cliff. I think Moritz was too, maybe, or maybe it was Thomas Petrie and Cliff. One day we actually did this. We used the shoto as our uke's arm, and then this, of course, is their neck and head, right? And it was valuable, I think, but kind of unwieldy. So, but keep that in mind. Keep that picture in mind. All right. And at first, with this, we're going to imagine this as uke's arm. All right. So, let's do C pattern that we were doing. We were doing it just earlier. Just now we ended on this. So just a reminder here, Tenkan Kiriage. And we were cutting, weren't we? I'll do the same side. So we cut down and then we cut up, Kiriage. And we were mindful of our posture. So now there's an uke there, or stick. So the right foot is forward. We're holding the jo in our left hand just because it needs, our help moving. But we reach out to it with the right hand. We step, tenkan, and cut. And then leave the feet, let them move along the surface, and kiriage. Okay? And this is the version that, that especially Numata Sensei does. I've been thrown by Numata Sensei, this version, and there's no coming back in. I get thrown out that way. And sometimes you see ukes for the doshu and the dojo cho. When they get thrown out this way, the feet go up. They land kind of next to the shoulder blade, right? So it's that image that we're using. So come here, cut, and then if this kiriage is just with the arm, that uke, even a good uke, they're not going to do that. So you've got to make it your whole body. Get. And the jo is going to be out here, but remember, that's their arm. Their neck and head is right here. So, okay. I'll switch to the other side. Left foot forward, jo is in the right hand. And step forward past it. Cut, kiriage. Same footwork as before. Yeah, nice. Nice moritz. Yeah. 8. Be careful not to hit my projector. 8. Okay. And let's talk a little bit about the body. So again, I said earlier that with the 2 feet straight, parallel lines on either side of our center line, this is shomen body. If I drop the heel, that moves my center line over. Now I'm in hammi. So about 65 degrees puts the body on 45 degrees. But then there's irimi body. So the back foot is 90 degrees. And then the body is at about, 45, almost 90, actually. Okay? So this, again, this is what we use when we're getting out of the way of this attack. So this is what we want for irimi. So I've got my right foot forward. I come here, put the back leg at 90, undo my cut. Then leave the feet there, kiriage. Or with the other side, left foot forward, reach out and irimi body. Cut down and cut up. All right. In, cut, it. It. Nice, Sensei. Yes. Wow, Moritz. Wow, yeah. Yes, Ingo, you got it. Uh-huh. Okay, then Eagle, one thing to fix. I'll do it with my right foot forward, holding the jo in the left hand. I reach up with the right hand, and then I go this side of the jo. This last one that I saw you do, I don't know about the others, but the last one I saw you do, it looked like you went to this side of the jo. That's fine, but it's a different technique. It leads to a different technique. So we want to go around this side of the jo. And then cut and cut. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Yes. Checking the time. Oh my goodness. Okay. Great. Uh-huh. Okay. And let's pick up a towel. Let's get a towel if you've got a towel handy. If you don't, it's okay, but it'll be helpful if you've got one. And the bigger the towel, the easier to see these points. Okay. So review from last time. Let's hook our thumb into the knot of our belt, drape the towel over. Looks like I'm a sommelier, huh? Bringing the wine. Anyway, shift the weight back and forth from one knee to the other. And you see, of course, that the towel is swaying. And then if you kind of move your hips this way and that way, you can make it sway in more of a circular motion. And if your towel is long enough and you shift enough and turn your center enough, you can get it to go to the outside of the leg and the inside of the leg, outside of the leg, inside of the leg, outside, inside. Okay, switch to the other hand. Same thing. And the outside of the leg, the inside of the leg, outside of the leg, inside of the leg, outside. And try, especially if you're comfortable with this, let's make you uncomfortable now. Make sure that you're not just turning your center this way. So try to keep hum me body, and still get it to go to the outside and the inside of your leg. This is really requiring some internal movement as well. Yes, looks good, everybody. Okay, so that's without moving the hands, so that's excellent. So let's take the towel in our hand like this, and right foot forward. And then we imagine the strike coming, the showman strike coming. We get our body out of the way. Irimi body. Footwork is going to be exactly the same. We reach out to meet that arm. We cut down, tenkan. And then we're going to do kiriage, upward cut, get. And if you really turn from the hips, you'll see that towel fly. Yeah, nice, Thomas Petrie. Yeah. So that towel will really reflect where your center is taking your partner. Don't just, swing your towel around. This is cheating. My center's not moving at all. My towel's moving a lot. Yeah, I'm doing great. No. So, but you can place your hand where it would be on your partner's neck or shoulder. So I'll do the other side now. Left foot forward. I reach up with the left hand to meet their shomen, but I get my body out of the way as I enter. Tenkan as I cut down, then kiriage. And then the three who have been training with me a lot, you already know where I'm going with this, Cliff and Moritz and Thomas Petrie. We're going to then do, what if your technique Get. What if your partner's still here? What if they didn't fly away? Okay, so that's what we're going to do now. Here, cut down, eight. Oh, my partner's still here. They didn't fall down. Kids class, you can get away with this. Fall down, right? But adults, no. So you can do this thing that we just practiced with the towel. They're here, you can shift forward. And when you do it fluidly without a break, you can bring them right around you. Get. Or the other side. Left foot forward, step through, cut down, kiriage, and bring them to the outside of your leg. Beautiful, Moritz. Yes, yes, yes. And let me get even more clear now. So if we want to do this throw, where they don't just fly up and away, but they go up, but they're still remaining, let's do this kiriage into an exaggeratedly forward position. So not just here with this much bend, but actually coming out of our turn into a huge bend. So we just finished kesa and then get. Okay, let me get further away from the camera. Finished kesa, then kiriage. Really, really big bend. Well, I'll give you this angle. Kesagiri, get. Okay, so we do kiriage into this exaggeratedly big weight shift and knee bend. Yes, yes, Cliff and Moritz, fantastic. I'll show it. Yeah, good. Sensei. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, and I'll show it from the side in case that helps. Step, cut, got. So we cut kiriage with a big forward feeling, followed immediately by a backward shift. If your Achilles, careful of your Achilles tendon, pay attention to it, because this is pretty straining on it. I'll do it with the other side. Oh, I think I just did that one. Here we go. Yeah. Yeah. And kiriage. Get. It's the rowing exercise. I'll do a couple more from the side angle. Yes, nice, Thomas Sensei. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we're over time by 2 minutes already. Yeah. All right. Well, let's put the towel down, and let's begin to close. So that's it. Caesar. And let's expand the whole body. Expand the whole body. Now compress. You can even tighten your abs when you compress. A couple more. Yeah. Expand into the compressed palm. Close the eyes for a moment. Stretch the neck up. Stretch the shoulders down and back-ish. And let's bow out. Shomani. Hey. Hey. ありがとうございました。 Very nice, very nice. So feel free to unmute yourselves. I've got a couple of announcements, and then I do have time for Q&A or comments if you like. But before I forget,